Hey you, welcome, boils and ghouls, to something a little bit new. I was asked by a close friend, I would say, an acquaintance of mine. Hi Ben, um, how to play Ark. They seem to have found it somehow on their computer, and they said they kept dying to turkeys. Well, to explain the turkey part, as you can see, it is turkey trials, and I think I already explained it to you, but this is in general. There are events throughout the season, throughout the years, and we are currently in turkey trial, where there are super turkeys that will attack you on sight. They are super strong and super hard. Do not attack them. If you do, any and all passive creatures, I think it's passive, it could be all creatures, around you in a certain vicinity will become aggro and they will attack you. As you can see right here, it'll kind of tell you what's going on. This is our thing. So, and carve up rare super turkeys that have been unleashed across the Ark for turkey trial. Harvest super turkeys' wishbones for a fashionable turkey costume. Something you can do in the cooking pot. So, outside of that, let's just jump into how to play Ark as a first timer. If you've never played before, if it's maybe been a while, this is just a general how-to. This is for PvE. This is not going to be for PvP or really online play. So, for instance, we're not going to be clicking Join Ark. We're going to be clicking Host/Local. And that means we'll have maps saved on our computer that only we can access. There are ways we can have other people join in. For instance, create procedural Ark or host, not something like one of these. Now, you're going to see a lot of maps here. And you can be like, how do I have some of these? Now, I don't know for you all. I have been playing it for a very, very long time on PS4 and on PC. So all of my maps are unlocked. I don't know if you start with maps locked. I think you might on consoles, but I don't know if PC is that way. You want to start on the island here, okay? You're going to notice a bunch of shit over here. Don't worry about the mods. You don't need to worry about that right now. As you play the game a little bit more and you find some things you like and dislike, you can go check the Steam Workshop to download mods. But until then, let's just jump into regular PvE Ark. So you are going to want to jump into the island, okay? That is going to be your first map. Ark does have a story, but at the same time, it throws you in blankly. You are not meant to know anything, how to play, what's going on. In fact, the story has to be discovered through explorer notes and environmental design. You will discover things about the Ark after, if you're really lucky, 10 hours. But you're looking at about 100 hours to find just parts of the story. I think I recently looked up online. You can check playthroughs of games and how long it takes to 100% something. Ark was something around 500 hours to 100%, out of 600 hours. To get the story, you don't need to 100% it, which is kind of cool. But the further you go and the more things you do, the more you will unlock. So that's also a nice help. You'll unlock tech things and other equipment. We'll explain the equipment and the unlocks a little bit later on. But the island should be your first map, okay? I know it says Genesis 1 and Genesis 2. Okay, this isn't in playing order. Play island first. Get comfortable. Get some tames going, okay? Learn the game. If you want, you can jump to Scorch Earth next. Technically, that is part of the story. There are explorer notes, so you can go there. Your player could venture back and forth between these. That is part of the story. I'm not going to tell you how or why. But after these two, if you choose to go to Scorch, doesn't matter if you do or don't. Next, you go to Aberration. Okay, Aberration is very hard and very different. It is easily one of my favorite maps, but you need to get grasp on the game before you jump into Aberration. From Aberration is Extinction. Extinction is easily one of the largest maps in the game. It is extremely open and extremely hostile. It is a very strong map. This is close to endgame. Okay, from Extinction, you go into Genesis Part 1. Now this actually opens with a intro story. Okay, intro, like a cinematic. So before you play this one, you'll kind of want to get a decent grasp of what's going on through the Explorer notes. Throughout these, you will actually find Explorer notes in different languages. You can go on the Wikipedia page and translate them that way. It was a lot of work for a lot of people. I unfortunately was not a part of that, but it's really cool that that's included because the different characters are from different timelines. And I will say, as you jump into the game and you create a character, just remember that is you. Your mind. You are the character. You're not playing someone. It is literally you. That is supposed to be you in these shoes. Alright, so from here, we're just going to click one of these. And the island, like I said, I'm going to suggest you can jump into these custom arcs. These are official maps, but they usually are much stronger and much harder. The center is similar to the island, just a lot harder. Ragnarok has a mixture, I believe, of Scorched Earth and the island in it. Valguero is a crazy map. And the Crystal Isles, I really don't know much about that. I know it's also a crazy map. So these two have new dinos in them, Crystal Dinos and the Deinonychus here. And some of these other maps will have extra dinos. But for now, we're just going to jump in. I'm jumping into the center since I already have a save on the island. You only have one save per map, okay? So before we jump in here, you're going to have a lot of settings that you can go and scroll through. There are going to be some that you're going to want to tweak, or the game's going to take significantly longer for you. Now, you will notice these might look different than what you have, and over time, you might want to tweak your settings to be what you like. For now, I'd suggest keeping the difficulty level whatever you have it already. It's a good starting point. You can up it or down it accordingly as you need it throughout the game, even when you start it. You'll notice some of these. I might suggest structure resistance turning up so your structures don't get destroyed as easily. XP multiplier, that is your choice if you want to level up faster. I might suggest doing 1.5 or 2 for you. Taming speed. This is going to be very, very important. Slide that all the way up. If you don't, taming some of the creatures will take literal hours. 10 hours, 12 hours, 20 hours. Yes, it's insane for some creatures, especially the big ones, because you have to knock out, tame them, and feed them. It's a thing. Turn your taming up. If you want it lower and you really want to play the game how it's originally played at, or officially played at, should I say, that's your call. I suggest turning it up. So you'll see there's some things I've changed. Harvest damage, harvest amount. I suggest turning that up a little bit to 2 maybe, so you can harvest a bit more resources per hit. I also suggest turning the water and food drain down a bit. That will get quite obnoxious quite quickly. You will die of water and hunger. If you don't want to turn, say, the food up, I do suggest the water so you don't have to run to water sources across the map in some cases. Where Scorched Earth, water is just the hardest thing in the world to find. So you can see some of mine here. It's up to you if you want to change them. Dino count, slide it all the way up if you can. If it's already up, perfect. Tether host distance. This is if you're playing the non-dedicated. This is for co-op. If you turn that higher, that means players can go away from you farther. That's actually really good. Allow third person. Nah, it doesn't matter for some of these. I always suggest enable PvE so you don't have to worry about attacking your own dinos. That's a possibility. Show player map. Disable friendly fire. Use single player settings. You can do corpse locator if you want, so when you die you can go find your body. Multiple platform floors. hominid respecs. Show creative mode if you want that. And then make sure to turn on allow flyer speed leveling. That is something that's quite important. And then you have the advanced. This gets even crazier. I'm not going to go into this too detailed. You can kind of stop the video, see what I have turned on and off. I would probably suggest doing these. Prevent diseases, force allow cave flyers, override structure platform prevention, increase PvP respawn intervals, things like that. You'll see some of these intervals are probably turned up compared to yours. You can hover and it'll usually tell you what it is. If you have any other questions, you can always try to shoot me a message or shoot a comment below. And if I can't answer it, then someone else will. And then you all see about these. Now, most of this stuff isn't going to matter to you until you get into breeding dinosaurs. And that's when you're going to be like, oh yeah. Turn harvest health up so you can get a bunch more resources per one bush, rock, tree, etc. If you don't want that, keep it where it is normally. Most of this is going to be your breeding. Day and night cycles. If you want your night to go a bit faster, I like my night to go a bit faster. I'm not a big fan of the nighttime. Spoil time is turned all the way down, so things don't spoil as quickly. I would actually suggest that. Item decomposition, corpse decomposition, no resource radius players, structures. Put those around here. I would suggest that. Crops, if you're going to go crops eventually, you can tweak that. Again, all of these can be tweaked. Levels wild dinos have, tame dino stats, tame dinos prior to level, tame dino stat affinity, player status levels, multipliers, etc, etc, etc. Like I said, a lot of this isn't necessary. If you want to go through it, I have over the years, and yeah. So, now that we have all that done, let's just jump in. We're going to play single player, okay? It's going to be us in the game. Alright, I know, we're 15 minutes in roughly. Come on, what's going on here? Okay, something's glitching out on my computer. Can I not play? What the hell is going on? Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna exit out of the game. Ark is a big game, and I've been playing it for, as you can see, 260, or no, you can't see, 261.8 hours currently on PC, and I know I'm at least 2,000 hours on PS4. So things happen. Don't get frustrated. There we go. So we're going to play single player perfectly. Alright, so it's going to take a little bit to load in. Like I said, the game is big, all the apps are big, and there's a lot of dinosaurs that are wildly walking around, kind of at all times. Things will spawn and despawn, but usually they should stay the same from login to login, unless you wipe wild dinos or things like that. We're not going to... What the hell? Seriously? Okay. I don't know if it's crashing or what. I think I froze. Oh no, here we go. Loading into the island, I think. I didn't want to load into the island, but it'll do, I guess. It's like, show me what I want. Oh, damn you. Okay, so this is my base. This is some things. We're going to ignore all this. Ignore all this. I'm gonna go to somewhere so we can show you, or at least I can show you what it's like. Actually, Actually, I can just exit. Let's try this again. No, let's just go into Ragnarok. No. I have no idea what's going on or why this is happening. I've never had this happen. Do I want to do Scorched Earth? Extinction. Looks like I'm going to do Extinction. Okay. So frustrating. Okay. I don't know if it's maybe because I haven't technically beaten the island yet. I'm still working through that. If you've been watching my playthrough, thank you. That's awesome. I'm on like episode 50. Alright, so this is our start screen here. This is where we're introduced to our character. We can significantly change the build of our character from female to male, and everything in between. There is quite a lot of things we can do. Hair colors, eye colors, and the like. But I'm just gonna show you something ridiculous. There you go. So as you can see, we can have a ridiculous character. And let's just, I don't know. Oh my god. Alright. So yes, we can have something ridiculous, and that's perfectly fine. If you want to change things, if you want it to be like, boom. Right? Oh yeah, there we go. There you go. There's our character. So you will also see some spawn regions here. This is somewhat important. This is just aesthetic. There is no importance to this whatsoever. So don't worry about it. If you just want to go random, really change it up. But this is important. You're going to see some maps do give you recommended. Some don't. I believe on the island it does show easy, medium, and hard. Pick the easiest ones. You know, usually where it recommends you is the best. This will fill out as you play the game more. Name your character whatever you want, and then create new survivor. Now you're going to wake up probably on a beach, a forest, or somewhere dangerous. You need to immediately be on your toes. Now, because I'm Extinction, I'm in an extremely difficult world. Alright, so find that we are fine around us. Try to get away from anything that might be extremely dangerous. And then begin to punch things. Okay, so first things first, we need a tree. Let's find a tree, and we begin punching a tree. Now. Oh no. Oh. This is gonna happen a lot. Don't be afraid of death. Death is inevitable. Death is something you have to get used to. So. Looks like we're safe for now. So, let's check out some bushes here. Click E. Triangle, I believe, on PlayStation. And you can collect berries and fiber, which are very important. Alright, we want to get away from that. We do. We want to go check out some of these. Yeah, let's go. Be careful. Anything could kill you. No idea how dangerous everything is around you. Okay, so there we go. Like I said, this is Extinction. I'm not going to explain any of why it looks like this. You can discover that out on your own. But we have here, and we have crafting. So I'm not sure if it shows these for you, but if not, you can see this button right here. Switches it from folder to non-folder. Right now, we don't need folders. We have enough that we can just see. If you hover over things, we can discover what it takes to craft them. So these are the only things we can craft currently. Stone pick, torch, and note. You're never really going to use a note. Torch, you're going to use that at night. And the pickaxe we're going to need right now. So let's go get some stone. So stone, if we just kind of hover around and click E, we're gonna start collecting things. And if we're lucky, oh, there's a snail. Luckily the snails are safe. If we're lucky, we're gonna find some rock somewhere. But we might not be lucky, so we gotta keep an eye out. Okay. I don't think we can punch rocks. So yeah, we just gotta get lucky and find some stone. Unfortunately, it's going to be a lot easier for you to find it, or fortunately, it's going to be a lot easier for you to find it than for me to find it. Just because, oh my god, there's an enforcer. Wood? Why did we pick up? Oh yeah, so in this case, I believe, okay, there's a deer. Gotta have some freaking stone somewhere. Water is a place to be very careful at. You never know what kind of creatures are in the water. Oh, here we go. Is this a rock? Yes. Okay, cool. So that should be enough for us to craft a pickaxe. Now that we have a pickaxe tab, you're gonna look at your inventory. It's gonna be crazy. Depending on what you have and what DLCs you have, you might have some skins. And the farther you get in the game, the more skins you're going to unlock. For me, right now, I'm going to take all my skins and I'm just going to drop them for easy sake, okay? This, if you have one of these, because you have Genesis 2 possibly, you might find Chibi's. You can just put him here. And that's a nice little pet that we have. Now let's see, where is he? There he is. He's in the ground current. Oh, there we go. So click C to crouch. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, let's get away from the defensive unit. Okay. Yeah, we're actually gonna chill right here. It's a good place where we can talk and do things. So make sure you're safe. That's a good rule too. Alright, now that we're in our inventory here, we can take this item and move it down here. We have our taskbar. This is here on both console and PC, so don't worry. And easily tied to your number keys or other button rotations in some way, shape, or form. You'll see the rest of our equipment here. We can right-click to consume. Now, you will need to be worrisome of some berries. Stim berries. If you read this, it says, a fairly common white berry, which can be eaten in a pinch to recover food, stamina, and lose torpidity. Torpidity is basically if you're knocked out or not. The higher it goes, if it goes all the way, you're going to be knocked out cold. People can do things to you. Literally. They can drain your blood. Seriously. So be careful. This will help lower it, but it will dehydrate you, meaning your water will tank. So be careful. Narcoberries. A fairly common blackberry, which makes you sleepy. This means your torpidity will raise. Let me show you. If I eat one, my torpidity is right here. Consume. You'll see it's starting to flash purple as well. That means I'm getting knocked out in some way. If it gets too high, I'm going to literally pass out. And I can consume that to lower it, but you see, my water is now tanking. So we can eat some berries to help us. That'll consume food and it'll give us water. Just a little bit of water, but enough that helps. Alright, so let's go pull out our pickaxe and let's go get some more resources real quick. This is important. We do need to gather some things. Alright, let's go over here. I think it's safer over here. Let's hit this tree. Notice my thatch is going up, but I'm not getting a lot of wood. Lots of thatch, lots of ripped up. There's no force right there. This is ballsy. We're gonna get stone and flint, so we should get more flint than stone with this, which is good. We need either way. But what if we wanted to get more stone than flint or more wood than thatch? Well, that's when we need a new item. So let's level up here. We have 5 levels, and there's going to be a few things you'll want to avoid and a few things you want to focus on. Avoidance, food and water. you're not really going to need those all too much unless you're playing it where it drains really quickly, so then you'll need to eat more. And oxygen, you won't need to worry about too much. Some important stats. Weight. This is literally how much you can carry. If you are overburdened here or higher, it's going to be very hard to walk. If you are full or more, you cannot walk. You will be stuck in place. Melee damage. I think that's obvious. That's how much damage you do with any item. Movement speed. Again, also pretty obvious. Crafting speed. So you'll see this pops up right here whenever I go to build something. So the more you build it, the more you have in crafting speed, the faster that'll go. Fortitude. This is a very important one, and it might not seem like it. But this is how much... Hold on. I'm going to hide. Okay. Standing in the open. That was stupid of me. Fortitude. This is going to be how much how much you can take cold or hot. So there are temperatures in this game. There are snowy biomes. There are like scorched earth, really hot biomes. The more you have in Fortitude, the more you'll be able to handle that. And of course, clothes will also help. The more clothes or different types of clothes you wear, the more that'll help. Up here, health, also very obvious and important. And stamina. So stamina drains. You'll see all these here. Health, or this is level. This is weight. Water, food, stamina, and health. So you'll see here. I'm just going to show you real quick. So our stamina, we pay attention to that lightning bolt. It's going to go down. See, it's going down the more we use something. So stamina is quite important, and it does go back up over time. It's pretty quick, but you're definitely going to have to pump some levels into that. So, starting off, what should you pump levels into? Well, honestly, it's kind of up to you, but I would suggest putting maybe 1 or 2 into weight. Mine probably go up quite a bit more than you because I have the settings changed. Put 1 into stamina. Put 1 into fortitude. 2, you know what, if you can. And then, if you want to, melee damage and health. Okay? Or you can all put them into 1. Now, you'll see here, I've gained quite a bit to levels quite quickly just because of how my stats are. That's perfectly fine. But don't go through picking everything. What you pick is very important. Don't worry about these. These are from mods. You won't see those on your game. So what you pick is important. But in the beginning, you can kind of start to pick most of them. A lot of this beginning stuff is important. Campfire, important. Stone hatchet, important. Spear, important. So now we can build these things. Just like we can build the stone pickaxe, stone hatchet, and a campfire. You know, have clothes. Foundation is important. A ceiling. A bed. Very, very important. Hatch wall. Storage box. Narcotics. Mortar and Pedestal. Okay? Those are going to be very important later on. And then you'll notice, I'm not high enough level, so I can't keep unlocking. What I would suggest doing, if you want to get the cloth armor, go for it. If you want to get the water skin, because you need more water, go for it. That's a canteen, basically. Okay, that's your choice. If you want to get those, thatch, you know, let's get one of those, and let's get that. So now we have 3 left here. I'm not going to use that. I don't need anything else currently. Not for me, at least. So, let's get a little bit built. Let's just, because this is going to be how to start off, right? Alright, so, we've hit it with that, but let's try to change weapons. Now we got a lot of stuff unlocked. Let's build that. Let's build that. Let's build that. So, storage, foundation, and an axe here. Okay. We'll take the axe. We will drag that to slot 2. And we're going to keep the rest of these in our inventory. So let's try the axe. So remember, thatch goes up high, wood's hard. So if we switch them, now wood will go up, and thatch will be a little bit more difficult. Oh god, oh god, oh god, that could have ended real badly. Same with stone. We'll get stone more than flint now, which is nice. And you can get upgraded materials and upgraded equipment. Stone, metal. So you'll get regular stone, but if we switch, we should get more metal. Yeah, there we go. We'll start getting metal with this one. It's still rare because metal's a hard resource to gather, but it's much easier with the pickaxe than it is with the axe. Alright, so we do need to kill something though. That's gonna have to be something we gotta do. And probably the first thing we should kill is a dodo. However, I'm in Extinction, so can I find a dodo or something easier? Now, not all herbivores will attack you back. Things like the dodo and the Parasaur, however you want to say it, will run away. Or, if you're lucky, you will run onto a body of a dead trike. Hey, I'll take it. And then you harvest it with the... I would suggest the axe, because you'll get more hide, and that's actually what you need at the moment, is more hide. Keratin from the trike, that'll be helpful as well. So hide is very important. It is something. And I have my things turned up. It might seem annoying for you at first, but trust me, when you get dinos and things that can harvest faster, you will thank me. Alright, so now that we have these things, let's get a little base going. And I don't particularly care about this world, so I'm just gonna get some stuff going. Let's get a bed. Okay, the bed is how we can respawn. Instead of when we die and we respawn randomly somewhere, yeah, we're gonna make them right here. We're gonna do it all right here. So let's do, okay. So we can place it down. Boom, 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 boom. Most things should snap together. And then let's place our bed down. So you'll see now, this is what we've seen of the map so far. And this is our little home at the moment. If you want to take a closer look at your map, click M. We do have this little hand-drawn map that'll expand as we explore more of this map. Let's get this storage unit placed down. And we can now fill this with up to 15 items. And you'll see each item has a weight as well. Things' weight may change depending on what it's being carried in. Some dinos are better at carrying other things. Let's put the torch down here. Alright, so we're going to need a fire. And we're going to need some walls. So let's go do that. Some flintstone, thatch, and wood. We're going to need it all. So even in Extinction. Now normally, if you were going to come onto, say, a map like this, you'd be coming with your character that you've already played with. You can actually move your character from map to map. You can move your dinos around, things like that. So it is really fun and really cool to kind of get a hang of one map and then jump to another one, because you will have new dinosaurs and new things to go do. So now that we've got some material, actually I want to get a little bit more stone. Now, you can do it in third person, or if you scroll out, third person, first person, or third person, you'll see I was getting tired because my stamina had worn out. So you gotta pay attention. If your stamina wears out and you keep hitting something, you're never gonna pass out. Oh, and there goes that. Of course that broke. I'm just going to click on it again to repair it since I have the materials to do so. I will repair it, and then we will continue doing this. we need to put our item away. So to do that, I'm going to click Q. So I'm going to put whatever item I have in my hand away, and I'm going to need a bunch of fiber. I'm going to need berries to eat too. I think I have some meat, so I don't need to worry too much about that. But just like regular humans, you can't eat raw meat. Dinosaurs can, but you can't. You're not going to be able to handle it. Your body was built a very specific way to handle a very specific diet. So berries, veggies, and cooked meat. So let's head back over here real quick. Let's head back over my base that we have building. And let's start building some things and stuff. Perfect. Let's get us a spear. You know, let's get us a few spears. And let's place our walls. We got one wall there. We'll put one wall there. I'm going to need to expand this out. Put a wall here to block it off so nothing can get in. I'm going to put a door right here. Right? That'd be nice. I am going to need to make a foundation. What do I need? I need more thatch. So let's go get more thatch. But first, my weight is ridiculous. So let's move some of that over. We don't need to be carrying all of this. It's way too heavy. Way, way, way too heavy. Alright, so let's go ahead out. Let's go get more thatch real quick. Hopefully we don't run into anything too dangerous. Alright, I think that'll be enough. I think that'll be enough. Alright, so we can't pull from our boxes like some games like Grounded, so you are going to have to grab it and bring it back over. I know that can get frustrating for some people, but it's just how this game is. I'm currently encumbered, so I am too heavy to walk. Well, not too heavy to walk, actually. I barely walk. As you can see, it's much harder. I can't jump either. Alright, so let's place you down. Boom. Because we had ticked that we're able to do that. Yes, perfect. And let's build that. And you. Awesome. So next we're going to need to build this mortar and pedestal. So let's place our door down. Now this will be fine for now. Okay, sometimes you'll have to zoom in to build. That's just how this game is. Alright, perfect. So we now have a little base going on. That's it. That's taken me about 30 minutes-ish to do that, and that's pretty awesome, but we can keep going. We need to build, what was it? The mortar and pedestal. So hide and stone. We have more than enough stone. So hide. Hide is going to be the thing that's going to be hard. Alright, so to do that, we're definitely going to need to kill something. And let's grab our spear. The Anklo would beat our ass in a heartbeat. He will definitely attack. There was an iguanodon up here. He would attack. The bear would easily attack. The iguanodon would actually thumb us to death. He attacks with his thumbs. We could try this deer. He's gonna run away though. So we could try. I don't know how to throw. You could throw. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. I was hoping he was gonna get stuck, but he's not. Oh, there's a dillo. Okay, well let's attack something that's gonna attack us then. Here's a dillo. Oh, wait. Let's try to take this. We're in competition with the dillo. Alright. Alright, he's probably gonna kill us. Oh, he just spit some venom. Now, this is not normally how I fight, but this is all we can do. This is how I fight grounded. Now, he's getting bloody. Yep, he's gonna kill me. I knew it. Thankfully, we have our bed. So he just ate me. Let's go. So unfortunately with this bed, I believe it's a one-time use. Now that we used it, it is gone. Yeah, it is broken up. Damn. So we will have to go get another bed. You'll see all my skins are back in my inventory. If you die, your skins will respawn, so you will basically have infinite versions of those skins. That's why I don't really care if I ditch them or not. Ophiomia, you can attack that. They won't attack back, they'll just run. Alright, but we got what we needed. We got what we needed. That was it. I know you can throw these. Oh, okay, so right click. No, that didn't do any damage. Alright, let's just go back to base. You know, you're seeing a lot of tech stuff on mine. Don't worry about that. It'll be explained later on. It won't really be explained, kind of, but you'll figure it out. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Alright, so let's gather our resources. And that should be enough. So, we need to make... We need more stone. Really? Alright, well, let's make another bed. And then, yeah, let's go get more stone then. I'm encumbered. Please drop something. Really? No way. Alright, so let's build another bed just in case we die. Simple beds actually will not break, so you do not have to worry about that, thankfully. Just the sleeping bag. Wait, really? What do you need? Thatch and wood. Of course you need thatch and wood. Ridiculous. This is basically what this game is going to be like. Alright, so this actually is a perfect time to tell you and teach you something. So you'll see this little box. You'll see different boxes and urns and different things scattered about. Those are actually very important for two different reasons. Story, and it gives you a huge experience bonus. If you're on a dinosaur and you open it, it will give the dinosaur and you an experience bonus for a short duration. So let's check it out. Explorer note. So like I said, this is an Extinction Explorer note. They'll be different in your game to begin with, but these ones are tech. Explains some story, different things. I'm not going to read this one because it might spoil things for you. It's kind of why I'm moving it, so, but it doesn't matter if you could pause it if you really wanted to see. But here we go. Backwards. Most people can't read backwards like me. So, this is going to be an Explorer note. You can read this to gather some information and start piecing things together. You'll find these from all kinds of characters, as you can see. There's quite a lot of them, and each map has a different variety of Explorer logs. Here's one I got from the island, actually. So it will explain some things like the berries and other recipes that you can gather along the way. Rockwell's recipe is one of the things that you can gather. But that's neither here nor there. That's just some story stuff to explain to you that. Let's go continue our journey. Actually, I needed that so I could repair you, so you get some rocks, right? Oh wait, shit. I think I just made a second one. Alright, I need that, yeah. Axe me, baby, one more time. Alright. So to do this, like I said, we're going to need to build our hide. What? Oh, I should have the rest of, yes, perfect. Alright, so what do I need? Hide. Awesome. So let's build a mortar and pedestal. This will be super important early game. This is the way that you can build narcotics and other things. So let's place you down. This won't break unless it's attacked. So, alright. So this is one of our first crafting things. And you'll see a bunch of these. If they're yellow, that means you can't do them that because you have to unlock them. These three will actually be pretty important mid-late game, so don't worry. But for right now, this is the one we're going to be focused on, the narcoberries and the spoiled meat. Alright, so we are going to want to wait for our meat to spoil, and we're going to go and gather some more narcoberries. So let's go do that real quick. We're also going to need a fire, so let's build a fire. We need to cook some meat. We need to eat. We're going to get hungry soon. Alright, and we can place a fire indoors. That's perfectly fine. We don't really have to worry too much about that, but you will need some type of fuel for the fire. So wood, and then let's just put the meat right in, and then we can turn the fire on, and that gives us warmth, that gives us light, and that'll eventually give us food over time. Alright, so we're going to need to gather some berries. Lots and lots of berries. Stay away from this enforcer, because don't want him to kill us. So there's really no way to get specific berries. In fact, this is going to be probably the biggest haul, or the biggest grind in the game, is going to be gathering berries in the moment. I would suggest getting as many narcoberries as you can ASAP, so you can get some tranquilizers. Or even in general, you can just use the narcoberries to help you tame. First, you do need to knock out a dinosaur, and that's going to either need a club, or knockout arrows, tranquilizer arrows, which will also require a bow. The club takes a lot longer than narcotics or narco arrows do, tranquilizer arrows. So you kind of do want to aim for the narcotics over, bashing something's skull in, as well as clubbing something does do a significant amount of damage to said creature. The more damage you do to it, the worse off it kind of is. You don't really want that, unfortunately, or fortunately, should I say. So we're going to pull those out. Alright, so we should have enough. Oh, cool. So I can do 2 of them. Awesome. So we're going to need to do a bow and arrow, which is going to be down here at level 10. So bow and arrow, we need to unlock those. There's the club at level 8. And then I don't even know where the narco arrow is. Huh. I'm not sure. I thought it was sooner than that. But, oh god, close the door, close the door, close the door, close the door. Alright, thank god he didn't attack. Alright, so let's eat something. There we go. And now we can get some food. Consume. Perfect. And this is a generally good start to your game. If you have even just a small place like this, this is a really good way to start. And to kind of show off where it can go from here and how crazy it can get, I am now going to jump out of this game and go jump into my current game, and we're just going to go tame a creature really quick. I'm going to delete that because honestly it's not that important. I'm going to jump into the island. So like I said, this is where you should start. This is where I'm currently at. I've jumped from Gen 2 to the island with my character, and I brought a lot of tames with me. So there's going to be a lot of things that you're like, what are those? Where do I get that? Well, you got to be a little farther in the game, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. So don't want to tease you on that, but what we're going to do right now is we're going to do something that you should be able to do at that level if you can gather enough resources. So let's go back to my base. See, I've explored the map, and I have multiple beds, and I have a few different bases. It's my Dodo Rex there, you don't have to worry about them. My Shadow Mains that we will get at a later date. My Volanosaurs. You can get a Hesp or Pelagornis, but that's not what we're going to do. We are going to Ignore this tombstone here. This is a mod I currently have that is not available in the game. It is free if you want to get the mod for it though, and I do heavily suggest it if you play PC. If you don't, that's fine. So what we're gonna do real quick, you're gonna see a lot of items here that you're like, I have no idea, this is crazy. You're right, it is crazy, but we need to show you how to do this. So let's do a bow. We need fiber and wood. Do I have fiber? I have wood. I think I have a fiber down here. Okay, fiber, perfect. So a bow. Perfect. So let's make this bow. And then we're gonna have to get the arrows, which I actually probably already have made somewhere. I'm gonna put you on, and you on, perfect. And let's see, where would I have tranks? Where would I have tranks? Well, you know what? I have narcotics, so let's just make some tranks real quick. So what I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need a stack of arrows. Any amount of arrows will do. And then some narcotics. So I taught you how to make those already. And the arrows are just level 8. They require stone engram or stone arrow right here. So fiber, flint, thatch, also easy to obtain. We had all those things. So now we're gonna jump into something a little farther down the road. So the Tranq Arrow. So let's check this out real quick. So 21, you can unlock the Tranq Arrow. Now, like I said, you can do this with a club too, and I'm gonna make a club to show you the difference. Okay. I need to make a club. I need fiber and wood again. And it's down here. Okay, cool. Club, perfect. So I'm gonna put you here. Put the bow and arrow here. Now what we need to do is we need to make some tranks. So let's make some tranquilizers. I'm gonna craft as many as I can make at the moment. Should be fine. Can move you over. Don't need you. So now I just used all of our narcotics, right? So now that means we might need some more narcotics, but we're not going to worry about that right now. I will show you kind of why. Parasaur, do you have any narco berries on you? No, I've used them all. So let's use a Parasaur real quick. Let's see if we can get some oh boy, this is going to be a little hard, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get out with him. Let's see. No, I'm not going to be able to get out because my void worms. Okay, so let's just jump out here. That's fine. And I don't know where you're at on the map. I do like it where I'm at over here, but it is a little dangerous, so just be careful. Let's see, let's gather. I'll try to at least, I just want to get like a few narcos, and then we can go start doing this. Alright, so one narco, is that enough? Let's get a few just need this to show an example. This is going to be the last thing I'm going to show an example of taming a creature. What we have to do, what all you have to do. Okay, so ignore this item here. This is a mod as well, but level 8 RG, perfect. So I'm going to try to do it as vanilla as possible. So here's our bow and arrow. I do want to show. Alright, so now he's going to be aggroed at us. So we need to knock him out, right? It's going to take quite a bunch of shots. And you're seeing, I killed it. So level 8 Archie, and I've been shooting it. And here's the problem. I was shooting it with regular arrows. You've got to make sure to equip your Tranq Arrows. That's a good lesson. It's a really good lesson. Or you're going to do that, and you're not even going to realize it. Make sure your arrows are this light green-blue color. That is very important, but let's see if we can find another... here we go. Perfect. Really low level Scorpion. So Scorpion should go aggro once we get close enough. Yeah, here we go. Oh shit. And this is what I mean by... Let's see, will we die? Or will we be able to knock this sucker out? Ooh, this might be hard. Oh, no, he's running. So you will see, you will notice that dinosaurs will start running once their torpor gets too low. Boom. That's an easy way to kind of finish them off. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. So you do want to wait till they knock out. Try not to hit them when they're knocked out, because that'll make it a little different. So as we walk up to him, check, make sure we're safe, because other dinos can attack and eat. Alright, so we have it here. Unconscious. We need to put some food in the inventory. Yeah. We can now click to check its inventory like we could any tame creature or ourselves by clicking the F key. We can also click I to check our inventory. That might help. I don't know. I think you do have to click F to go into their inventory. So we're going to see here, our torpor is slowly dropping. That's from the narcotics. And his food is slowly dropping too. So all creatures kind of have special likes and dislikes. I can put regular stuff in there, or I know scorpions and spiders and mantises love spoiled meat. So I'm going to put some spoiled meat in there. And there you go. He just, once he gets hungry enough, boom. We just tamed up a scorpion. So I know there was that. Let's see if we spot him. He's right there. The saber-tooth is knocked out. Here's another scorpion. So let's check the scorpion, and let's do it with this one here. Hold on, let's check him real quick. So we got, he's unconscious. We need to put some food in him. He was pretty badly hurt. We actually almost killed him. So let's put some meat. So there we go. And we're gonna see the taming start going up as the torpor is also going down. It's gonna probably take one piece of meat, so let's fight this scorpion. Okay, so you're seeing it's gonna be a lot harder. Oh, we knocked him out. There you go. So your dinosaurs will attack things. You'll notice that. You can turn that off by holding the quote key, the dash, I guess. You're going to see this little menu pop up. The key to the left of the enter in the middle. So you're going to see this pop up here. And you want to turn passive. So passive means they won't attack even if attacked. Neutral, they'll attack if they are attacked. Attack my target, pretty obvious. Or whistle passively, so if they're attacked, they will start to run away. I normally do passive or neutral. And also tell it to attack this target, to follow. Follow one. Stop following, which you see right now it's following me. Stop. Now it's no longer following me. So let's, and now it's collecting the resources. Good boy. Alright, and you'll see, oh, it's actually a female. Good girl. Alright, so let's take a look. Alright, he's at 73.5% tamed from that one piece of food. You see taming effectiveness is 99.9% plus 23 levels. That means he's going to gain levels once I tame him. But check this out. If he gets hurt in any way, then that taming effectiveness goes down. Now it's at 20 levels instead of 23. And it can go all the way down to 0 if it's attacked or hurt by anything. I don't want this gun, so I'm actually going to kill him. Boom. Okay? And that means if he would have gotten to 0, he would have just been whatever level I found him at. But you'll notice he's a level 9 instead of, I think it was an 8. Or 6. No, it was 6. He gained 3 levels. Usually they'll gain, if you do that, I think it's 43% of levels they'll gain. But that is your general guide to taming, your general guide to starting the game, and just your general guide to survival. Yes, the game is going to be getting immensely more complex as you continue going on. The game will be quite crazy. Wouldn't worry about that. Just to show you kind of how crazy it gets. Here's a tech pod with one of my creatures. Check it out. He has a big old pumpkin on his head, and I can make him into a ghost. Now he's a ghost pumpkin creature. Alright, so this is from my Halloween event. You can get special skins, and my base is crazy, as you can see. So I have all kinds of things up here, from Parasaurs to Velociraptors to giant mantises, even to a Dodo T-Rex. That's right, a Dodo T-Rex. To even a dragon that's made out of tech. It's pretty crazy. Let's go check out that beauty. Yeah. I gotta move him. So we got these guys here, which they're fun. Oh, come on. Oh, we gotta go. Here we go. Oh, nah, damn. Okay, whatever. So these are modded in too. But regardless, the game's crazy. You'll find different drops like this that'll come down the world here. This is the world that you're going to be spawning in. You'll probably be over there or over there, and those are the safer starting points. Right now, actually, up here is pretty good, but you're going to find a lot of saber-tooths and a large Artatavis, which are aggressive. They will pretty much attack you at all times. Scorpions, things like that, which is kind of why I have some of my dinos here protecting me. As things drop, you can gather them. They will be randomly dropping all over the world at random times. They are part of the story. You will discover that once you get to the final boss. But you'll be able to enter those, I believe. Yeah, some of them are easier, some of them are harder, but let's see what this one has. Dodicurious Saddle requires level 25 to open. Yeah, easy enough. These big obelisks, you don't need to worry about them right now. Each of them is important though. Each of them is how you summon a boss in this one. So there's 3 bosses to this map, and then after those 3 bosses you head to Aberration, where you deal with, I believe, just 1 boss. So the whole map is basically insanely hard. Then you go to Extinction, which you just have, or you have 4 bosses, and then you go to Gen 1, which I believe is 4 bosses as well, and then Gen 2, which it's a whole different beast. So actually, same with Gen 1, really. So let's check this out, and then this is where I'm going to end this video. I know it's an hour, but it's the ins, the outs, the pains, the glitches, and just the good starting thing. So let's check this out. We can open this up. Just gotta get close enough. There you go. And we'll get something free out of it. You'll probably have this as well, where you can build something like a cryopod. If you can do this, if you have the resources, absolutely get you some cryopods. They're basically like Pokeballs. And this is a cryopod container, so you can hold a bunch of them. Cryopods do have a time limit, so you see down here 23 days, 23 hours. That's in-game, not out of game, unless you're playing PvP, I believe. But yeah, these will disappear when you gather the items from them. Yep, boom. And that's that. So I hope this was helpful. I hope I didn't confuse you at all. If I did, let me know. tell me what what needs elaborating, and if you have any other questions. You will see I have lighting, I have wires, I have piping, I have liquids, I have all kinds of things going and running. Here's my generator down here. The pumpkins sadly aren't year-round, but you can get a mod that will allow you to have pumpkins and stuff year-round like this. I can give you that one. I believe it's called Randy's Halloween mod, which is really cool. But yeah, this is our life. This is where we're at. And yeah. So, again, I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. Shit. Don't do that. Oh my god. Don't do that. I clicked J instead of K. That was stupid. Yeah, now everything's moved and I gotta go fix it. Well, anyways, don't do whistle follow all like I just did. But thanks for joining. 5,000. See you in the next video. Peace.